Hey guys, my name is Curtis. I'm the visuals director here at Redemption Christian Church, if you don't already know that. We are starting these videos, Kurt and I, to help equip you guys for Sunday morning. This will be a resource for you. If you have any questions, you'll want to check these videos first. We want to have all of the answers laid out in these videos. These videos will also be helpful in case we are both gone, which we will try to avoid, but sometimes it happens. We're going to start with just turning on the AV system at the Jasper campus. Now I'm going to focus on just the video side of the system, as Kurt has focused on the audio side of the system in another video. So to turn on the AV system, the first thing you want to do is go to the right side of the booth in the back and turn the audio and video keys to the right. Now if you get back there and the lights are already on below it, that means somebody's already turned it on, so you don't have to worry about that if that's the case. So after those keys are turned on, that means you're ready to turn on everything else. Next, you want to go and turn on both iMacs that are located on the front of the booth. After you've turned on, I just spit everywhere. After you turn on both iMacs, you then have time to walk around and turn on all the cameras and the monitors that go with it. Now you want to make sure that all these cameras are plugged in. They will all turn on without being plugged in because they have batteries, but the batteries will not last all 4 hours that they're going to be on Sunday morning. So you want to make sure they're plugged in as well. So then after you turn on the cameras, you then have time to go back in the control room and turn on both computers back there and both TVs. Once you've went around and did all that, you can now go and turn on the projectors in order to launch ProPresenter. So to turn on the projectors, you're going to go to the right iMac located in the booth, and you're going to click on the projector icons that are provided in the top left corner of the screen. You're going to open those up and follow the steps to turn on the projector. It's really simple. There should be 4 projectors that you turn on. Now those will take a few minutes to boot up, so you're going to sit and wait for a little bit, and once the middle screen boots up, which is what you're really waiting for, because the side screens will boot up pretty much every time you do it, they rarely have a problem. When you boot the middle screen up, you need to wait for it to turn either solid black or solid light blue. It just varies. It's never really that consistent. So once you see that solid color, you can now launch ProPresenter. When you open ProPresenter up, you want to fire the first slide in the playlist just to make sure that the projection is right. If you look up and the slide is really off-centered, then you want to quit ProPresenter and relaunch it. This happens on a normal basis. I don't know what the problem is, but it's always fixed by just relaunching ProPresenter, so don't worry about it. If you just close it and open it back up, it'll be fine the second time. So after you have started ProPresenter on the right iMac, you can then launch it on the left iMac. That's going to take a little bit to boot up. Now once it boots up, you want to go and clear all the slides on the right computer and then fire that first slide again on the right computer. If all the projectors have something come up, have the announcement slides come up, then you're in good shape. That means the 2 computers are connected and they're working in their master-slave system. If for whatever reason the middle screen fires and the side screen doesn't, then what you want to do is quit ProPresenter on both computers, relaunch it, and test it again. So once you have ProPresenter working correctly, you can then go to the control computer in the control room and launch the ATEM switcher software. Once that is launched, you want to go to the media tab at the bottom, click on that to open it up, and then you're going to see that there is no media in the program. This is your next step to put media in the program so you have slides for the sermon. I will have the slides already put on the computer itself. It will be your job to put it from the computer into the program so that you can use it. To input the media, go to the Finder on the computer. You want to open up the following folders. You want to go to Desktop, then to Media, then to Graphics, then to Lower Thirds. Then you want to go to the current year, and then the current sermon series, and then the current week. And within that folder, you will find a list 1 through whatever of your slides. So once you've located that media, place them one at a time in the correctly numbered slots. So you'll have slot 1, you'll place slide 1 in that, so on and so forth. Once I have the media input, I always like to fire it in the computer to make sure that it goes through the system and that it goes on the screen. You're going to have the media set in the downstream key 2, the DSK2. There's DSK1 and there's DSK2, and your sermon media is going to be located on DSK2. To find where to change the media, you're going to go over on the right side of the ATEM switcher, go to the Media Players tab, and it's going to be right there, and then you can select the drop down menu and select where your media is. Once you have all this done, you should be ready to go for Sunday morning. Camera guys will come in, they'll make sure everything's good with their camera, and then you guys can get going. So I believe I've covered everything that you should have to do on Sunday morning in the case that myself or Kurt is not there. I will do a lot of things like preparing ProPresenter and preparing the media and getting a lot of things like that ready, so that all you really have to do is turn things on and get them working and not create the content itself. That's going to be left on our shoulders. Thank you for watching this. Hopefully you understand it and you're able to turn on the system first time around and everything works properly. Thank you. Come again. That is it. That is all. Cut the tape.